The United Kingdom Air Navigation Order stipulates that all United Kingdom registered aircraft should meet specific airworthiness requirements. The most pertinent of these documents are the following: the Certificate of Airworthiness, the Certificate of Registration, the Flight Manual, and the Maintenance Documents. When an aircraft manufacturer wishes to put a new type or model of aircraft on the market, he must first obtain a Certificate of Type Approval. The prototypes of the particular aircraft type must pass many stringent tests before this can occur, but when it does happen, the Certificate of Type Approval is issued by the Aviation Authority in the country of manufacture. The type certificate is retained by the aircraft manufacturer. Tests for the issue of a Certificate of Type Approval cover safety, engineering, reliability, and aircraft performance. The United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority does not normally carry out a UK type certification for foreign aircraft of conventional design that weigh less than 6,000 pounds or 2,730 kilograms, but accepts the aircraft on the basis of the foreign type certificate. The United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority carries out a validation exercise in accordance with the procedures detailed in British Civil Airworthiness Requirements, BCARs. The level of CAA investigation of the aircraft depends on the intended operation and certification category, and the associated equipment fit and performance information. The United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority requires that all United Kingdom owned or operated aircraft be registered with them. As soon as this is done, the United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority issues a certificate of registration to the owner, and the aircraft is assigned its registration letters, by which it may be recognised. In the United Kingdom, 4 registration letters follow the United Kingdom nationality marking G, like these shown here on Golf Bravo X-Ray Yankee Tango. The Certificate of Airworthiness, usually referred to in its shortened form as the C of A, is issued to a particular aircraft by the Civil Aviation Authority for a specific period, normally 3 years for an aircraft of less than 6,000 pounds, 2,730 kilograms. The Certificate of Airworthiness confirms that the aircraft is certified to an internationally acceptable standard in terms of safety, design, construction, and performance, etc. A Certificate of Airworthiness is issued to an aircraft to allow it to operate within a specific category, as long as it complies with the appropriate airworthiness requirements. Unless the aircraft has a permit to fly, which we will mention later, or is undergoing a test flight, it cannot fly without a valid Certificate of Airworthiness. The Certificate of Airworthiness states any restrictions and conditions of issue. It also states that both the Flight Manual and the Pilot's Operating Handbook are part of the Certificate of Airworthiness. Ignoring any of the restrictions or conditions laid down in the Certificate of Airworthiness, or the procedures and limitations in the Flight Manual, or exceeding the period of validity, will automatically invalidate the Certificate of Airworthiness. The categories and purposes that are apposite to us are transport, passengers, any purpose; transport, cargo, any purpose except the public transport of passengers; aerial work, any purpose except public transport; private, any purpose except public transport or aerial work; and special, any purpose other than public transport specified on the C of A, but usually precluding the carriage of passengers. Aircraft are further categorized according to the maneuvers that they are allowed to perform. These are normal category, below 5,700 kilograms, and non-aerobatic, maneuvers limited to stalls and steep turns of 60 degrees. Typical limit load factors plus 2.5 g, and -1G. Utility category. As for normal category, plus limited aerobatics. Typical limit load factors are plus 4.5G and minus 1.8G. Acrobatic category. Fully aerobatic. Typical limit load factors are plus 6G and minus 3G. The flight manual forms part of the Certificate of Airworthiness for a particular aircraft. The United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority certifies an aircraft for use in its own area of responsibility and may add amendments to the flight manual. These amendments are called the Flight Manual Supplement, and the pilot must comply with all the requirements, procedures and limitations set out in the flight manual as amended by the Flight Manual Supplement, with respect to the operation of the aircraft. A United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority Flight Manual Supplement overrules the information in the original flight manual or Pilot's Operating Handbook. The Flight Manual and the United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority Flight Manual Supplement must be carried in the aircraft at all times. In order that the pilot can have some other reference to the data applicable to his aircraft, the Pilot's Operating Handbook has been derived from the Flight Manual. The same procedures, techniques, limitations and performance standards which are contained in the Flight Manual are to be found in the Pilot's Operating Handbook, which can be the pilot's personal property. As an alternative to a Certificate of Airworthiness, certain aircraft in the United Kingdom may be granted a Permit to Fly. It's a national permission to fly, issued by the United Kingdom Civil Aviation Authority for use within the United Kingdom only, and is in recognition of the fact that amateur-built aircraft and some vintage types, which do not qualify for a C of A, would otherwise be grounded. It may also be issued to allow an aircraft to position in order to undergo a test or inspection. In the United Kingdom, the inspection and maintenance requirements of aircraft which have a permit to fly are in the main managed by the Popular Flying Association, the PFA. A permit to fly restricts the operation of the aircraft as follows. Firstly, the aircraft shall be used for recreational purposes only, that is, not for public transport or for aerial work such as aerial photography or banner towing. The one exception, however, is that PFA aircraft may be flown for public exhibition or demonstration, such as at air shows, even when this does constitute aerial work. Secondly, except to the extent necessary in order to take off and land in accordance with normal aviation practice, PFA aircraft are not allowed to fly over any assembly of persons or congested area at any height. Thirdly, PFA aircraft are permitted to fly in daytime and under visual flight rule flight conditions only, that is, not at night and not in accordance with instrument flight rules. As stated earlier, a permit to fly permits flight in the United Kingdom only. It's not an internationally recognized Certificate of Airworthiness, and does not infer a right of flight in the airspace of any other country. However, every permit to fly carries an exemption that allows the aircraft to leave UK airspace, which the Air Navigation Order would otherwise prohibit. Note, however, that this exemption still does not represent a permission to enter the airspace of another country.